Welcome back to Metal Heroes Review, episode number 58. We're here discussing episodes 31 to 35 of Metalder. Yep, we're almost done with Metalder. I'm hoping with the very next episode I get to cap this off and move on to something else because I've been working on Metal Heroes now for over a month. I need to move on to something else. So, in the case of these 5 episodes, I don't think that's the correct number here. Hang on. Let's see. Because I think that. Okay, here we go. So in episode 31, the whole thing with this one is that. Neros really wants to kill Metalder by preventing his transformation. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's mostly put exactly what his plan is here. Yep. And so, apparently off screen, he decided to create a robot. Well, it's not really later. So this little girl just comes across Metalder in his human form, Risu, like, oh, he's this man of my dreams. Really? You're a little girl, and he's like, what, in his 30s, even though he's been around for 42 years? They try like the parents, and of course they have some fun in the episode. And then it's revealed she's actually a robot. And she's got a heart circuit in her. This particular circuit basically, well, has also a bomb in it. If she gets near, if he attempts something while she's near him, well, near her, she basically explodes. And that's the big plot of the episode. And then eventually the monster of the episode is killed off. I mean, that's pretty much the plan here. Yep. And who was the monster this episode? Let's see. I'm attempting to look it up right now. I'll talk with him just a minute. Let's see. Nope. Because I know they do have Rhapsody pop up at the end of the episode in his final appearance in the entire series. Yes, his final ever appearance. Mm-hmm. I don't think he lists up basically fights in this episode. It seems like he was going to fight like maybe one of the generals, and then well, he has to pull back. That is a Gondoling is being chastised by Nero and tells us like, "Hey, you're in charge of Monster Army, and you have lost more soldiers than anybody else here, despite the fact that, well, Coolin, he's lost all of his soldiers. All of the soldiers are gone. Like, at this point, there's none left. We'll talk about that 33 in a minute. So, you have a job. Kill Mulder, and if you don't kill him this time, I'm going to execute you." So then, of course, he's like, how am I going to do? I only have 3 guys left. And, of course, the guys he have left are Birdie, and there is one other one basically he has left. Deminant, yes. That's who he has left. And so he gets the idea to look for this flower near essential beauty. Meanwhile, though, Melissa's group is also looking for such beauty too for Maya's newspaper. Basically, her editor wants her to take a picture of this flower, and it's a deadly flower. Now, How does Cooler know about this particular flower? That is not revealed to the end of the episode, believe it or not. Yes, so they, of course, find the flower. Cooler basically gets, well, there's also a whole thing of like this boy's parents getting killed by this mysterious armored warrior, who turns out he's actually a Nero soldier. Like, it was suspected, and it was confirmed this episode he was Nero soldier. And that is how Cooler himself knew about this particular thing. So he eats it, and then apparently when he's in the water, the thing goes off, wears off, and of course he gets destroyed in the episode, and of course also that Demon gets destroyed. He does not come back after this. As far as I can tell, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. This is actually his last appearance in the series. Yep, he is done. General Birdie comes back basically after this. Yes. So then, like, the very next episode, we have a return of Top Gunner. By the way, we have a first general eliminating this series, but we'll get back to that, don't worry. So, in 33, Top Gunner is revealed that apparently several dead soldiers have been revived. Which one, you might ask? Well, no, not that one there. We have Crosslander in this episode. Jars is back too. Yeah, and a couple of these monsters are in fact destroyed. I don't think anybody from the Brave Army is back in this episode. I don't think so. No. Gowler's back in this episode. Yep, and a lot of these monsters get pretty much killed off in this episode by, of course, and pretty much like almost all the revived monsters in this episode, except for like one I can think of. Oh, and also Gemini's back here for his penultimate appearance in the entire series. Yeah, he's revived here in this episode. He does come back one more time after this. We'll talk about that soon. So, yeah, and of course Top Gunner wants to inform Metalder about these revived soldiers that he already killed off. Though eventually, of course, two of them were killed already. And of course, Crossbow was finally killed off in this episode by Top Gunner when he's briefly held captive. And he gets heavily damaged, even more than what happened in episode 6, like a lot more. Like it's like part of his helmet's been exposed, all the water underneath. Eventually he's restored, he goes off, and he disappears for 34, but he does come back 35. But yeah, then here's the thing with 34. 34 is the beginning and the end of the series, where Mai's father has returned from overseas. What's Mai's father's name, you might ask? His name is Shingo. Shingo. Yes. So basically, he's doing research on Dr. KO in DC. And they found some information. Well, after a brief altercation with, of course, the bad guys of the series, it eventually brought to Mai's apartment where he explained basically, finally, who the heck God Nero's really is. Who they suspect his real name is. So basically, we revealed two names this episode. Now, we revealed the name of Kenomori, or apparently he was a war criminal who experimented on Allied soldiers for unknown reasons, but it's revealed next episode what it is. So, he was basically Dr. Ko's assistant. Now, why he did, that's not explained next episode. And supposedly he died, but he's here alive and well. And then all of a sudden, basically, Cullen comes, and of course they get more information. Of course, Cullen basically is around here. And of course, Metalder ends up fighting him in the episode. And they chop up the first part of his mask. And then he chops the other half. And then and of course he points out, oh, that's Gezo Kira, the CEO of the Kira Industries. It goes like, excuse my face. Yeah. Of course, wonder like, why in the world is of course, everybody wondering about this, like, yeah, this is the first time this name has ever been mentioned this whole series. We've been seeing this face since episode 1. Now, in 35 episodes, this face has popped up. It popped up in the first 3 episodes. It also popped up in episode 8. And it popped up like a few more times after that, and that was it. Mostly in canon episodes that basically drive the plot. Gives them also something to see God Neros. So, the very next episode, Shingo wants to interview Kizo. Okay? So, he interviews him. Well, actually, he interviews God Neros, which makes him like the third outsider to come to the Ghost Bank. Also, I forgot to mention, as Top Gun has brought back the Ghost Bank, we actually find out the name of this place. Well, actually, Metalder finds out about the name of the headquarters of the Neros Empire in episode 33. That's how we find out the name of it. That name has been known since like episode 1, kind of. But this is the first time Metalder's even known about the name. He's been there once before. Actually revealed in episode 35. So, of course, he's been kidnapped. And he explains what exactly happened. So, how in the world did Kino Moroki become Gozo Kirara? Well, he is asked, did that get participate in the same experiments he did? He's like, no, he did not. I did it. He's like, he admits he had nothing to do with it. I did it all myself. And so he had nothing to do with it. Maybe he was trying to protect his reputation. Maybe. But he did testify against them. Of course, he's tried before the World Court for crimes against, for war crimes. And supposedly he was executed. Now, it's how he got out of the execution. Like, how is he alive despite he was executed? Body double. And then he had joined the, like he says, the world famous crime syndicate. What is the name of this thing? They never say. You could say maybe he joined Shocker. But who knows? But Shocker, you might think, wait, Shocker wasn't active in the 80s. That is indeed true. But who could he have joined? Don't know. Maybe he joined a crime syndicate from Sentai. It's possible. They never revealed who he joined. So, and also with a new identity, he gets a full plastic surgery. Not just for his face, for his whole body. They remake his whole body to the current look he has. So, and then he's like taken away by all the monsters. Despite like a lot of these guys are supposed to be dead. Yes. So then of course we have them looking for him, and of course we have Metalder fighting Gelding again. Like, wait, didn't you die? He's like, yeah, but I'm immortal. And then he smashes his globe helmet that he's had since episode 1. Yes. He gets destroyed here. And then, of course, he shoots out vines out of his dome. Why has he had the dome is never really explained. He just has that dome. And so, eventually he's killed along with Birdie. Yeah, Birdie is killed. And the monster army is pretty much eliminated by episode 35. The first of the 4 armies eliminated. Like, who gets eliminated next? We'll find out and see over the course of the next few episodes. But damn. I'm really interested in basically just jumping straight to the next 4 episodes. I'm going to do that right now. Right to put this video up. So, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Okay? Thanks, Phil.